Hi, this is Ellie with Full Moonlight Tarot 20, and this is your daily oracle reading. I have ease and grace and cut the cords. And what I see here, and I think that goes for most of us in the collective, we have such attachments to other people. We have attachments to outcomes. For instance, if you have feelings for someone and you really want to be together with this person, you have an attachment. You envision what's going to happen, and you think about this every day. You have like an obsession, and because you have that obsession, now you've created a negative cord to that person and that situation, and it's weighing down your energy. Now this can also be the people around you. Some people who are lower vibrational, they tend to be drawn towards the higher vibrational people, and they try to take their energy. They try to take your energy because they can't figure out how to produce their own higher vibrational energy. They don't know how to get that energy for themselves. So they tend to take it from the ones that have an abundance of it. And that is draining. That is very, very draining, which is why a lot of high vibrational, empathic people don't like to be around crowds, because they're bombarded and they leave the place feeling completely tired and worn out because all these lower vibrational people around you have now sucked you dry, basically. And you have to go home and be by yourself to recharge. So, what Spirit wants you to do is ask them for help, especially Archangel Michael with the Sword of Truth. He is really good. He's really good to call upon to help you cut those energetic cords to people around you who are trying to drain you, or even situations. If you're stressing about a situation, you've created a negative cord. So try, if it like, first ask Spirit for assistance, but you can also try to visualize all those energetic cords coming out of your body and attaching to something or someone. And you can envision your hand snapping those cords. But then what you need to do, you need to actually imagine that the end of the cord that's still attached to your body gets sucked in, so the other cord that's still floating around that's attached to the other person cannot reattach to you. So try to envision that. That's what I learned, and actually just the summer I learned about this, and it's so effective because sometimes you actually, what I was doing is I was always cutting those cords by myself. But then as soon as you think about that situation and that person again, you're reattaching those cords again. So, and also what happens is, if let's say the other person is thinking about you, they're reattaching that cord to you. And if you actually envision, you cut the cord and then the other part goes back into your body, so it can't the other piece can't reattach. You actually have a longer period of there not being an attachment, and the more you practice this, the easier it becomes. So protect your energy, and with the ease and grace card here, like, Spirit wants you to be in a flow state. Spirit doesn't want you to stress, because stress lowers your energy. And if you're stressing about a situation, if you're stressing about a person, if you're constantly thinking about something or someone, it's lowering your vibration. And not only that, you're creating blocks to whatever you're trying to manifest. If you are trying to manifest a relationship, for instance, and you keep obsessing about this person, all you're doing is creating more resistance to this person coming in, if it's meant to be. Because now you're putting the energy of desperation out there, and this is pushing that person further away instead of drawing them in. You need to be in the flow state, in the state of faith, and knowing that the things that are meant for you will never pass you by, and not in the energy of stress, right? So if you flow with the energy and you take every second of every day just the way it is, without putting any fear into it, without putting any worry into it, without putting any doubts into it, and you know that all the things that you want are magnetically being attracted to you, and you know this with your whole being, no stress, no worries, these things have to come to you. So stay in that flow state and cut those cords. Cut those cords. There are cords you cannot cut. Twin flame cords you cannot cut, but that is completely different. Not everybody is a twin flame. Anybody tells you that everybody has a twin flame, that is not true. So, yeah, this is another lengthy message. Anyway, stay in the flow state. Stop attaching to outcomes. Stop attaching to other people. And don't let people drain you. That's what I got for you today, guys. Love and light. I will talk with you tomorrow.